And 24 hours later, we are done. Hi, my name is Fatima, but you can call me Fa. I'm a professional writer with romance and fantasy books, but they are all published in Portuguese. And I'm also the editor-in-chief and founder of a Brazilian publishing house focused on fantasy books. Welcome back to my channel. I am a bilingual reader, so I read English and Portuguese, but English isn't my native language. So my brain always think in both languages. Here in Brazil, apart from my boyfriend, I don't have anyone who speaks English, much less reads in English. So I rarely converse in English, so I apologize in advance if I make any pronunciation mistake. Today I'm going to show you what books can I read in 24 hours. Currently, I have over 100 books to read in NetGalley, and when I was in college, I read an average of 200 books a year, and I want to see if I can get back to that average, and I believe arcs are the best for that, and are the best for me to try to get in that average. And that's why I decided to make this video, to see how much can I read in 24 hours. The timer will pause whenever I stop reading, and I won't film every moment, but I hope you enjoy it. So without further ado, let's go. I will start reading now. The book now is Firepower. I'm reading Firepower, and I think I am 12%. I started in March, but I didn't finish, so I am reading now. And well, let's see. I will somewhere in the screen put the timer. I don't remember the word now. It's a little bit it's a little bit complicated to me because my brain is thinking at the same time in English and in Portuguese. So yeah, let's see. I will start now, and yeah, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to sleep now. I am reading, and this book is longer than I imagined. So I can't even speak right now. I'm going to sleep. Later I will talk to you guys. Yeah. Until next time. I just finished my read of Firepower, and I am thinking now that I forgot to tell you what the book is about. And to summarize, it's a sports book, sports romance with fantasy, and actually it's like Formula 1 with dragons. So yeah, I don't want to talk too much about it because the book is not even out yet. It's going to be out, let me see, September 1st. So I don't want to give any spoilers. And now I just choose another book to read. This one is going to release this month, 7th, in the 7th day, so April 7th. And the book is We Become Darkness. So I will start it right now. It's a book with vampires and is a romantasy, and I want to know if it's going to give me the same vibes as other vampire books that I liked in the past. So yeah, I want to start it. The books that I am reading in this vlog, I will do a review on my video of all the books that I read in April. So is in the future, but you can see on my Goodreads my reviews. But in my videos I can talk much more and I can show you all the books at the same time. So yeah, I'm gonna start to read right now, and let's see what we will get here. So yeah. Oh, just one thing. Here in the screen, here. What? Hi. Here. Oh God. Here is the songs that I am listening with my reading, but sometimes I can't listen to music with lyrics because I get carried away. Actually, almost speak Portuguese again. So one thing that I just found right now is a playlist album. I don't know how Disney will call it, but a playlist, let's say, that contains some musics of Disney Channel with ambience, like the videos that I see with the fantasy ambience, but is with ambience of Disney Channel. And I am sure that this view that we are seeing is from the camp in Camp Rock. I am sure, and I think it's because they filmed it a couple months ago. I don't remember. I think it was November. They filmed Camp Rock 3, and yeah, I think they are doing some things to remind the public that Camp Rock 3 is soon to be out. So yeah, and I love this playlist, this kind of songs. The songs that I love from Disney Channel with ambience is really good. So yeah, I'm listening to that also. Yeah, let's read. Ooh, what you did to me. Now I'm dead asleep, and I'm replying every word I say. Found out what went wrong, but I keep going backwards. Say I keep going backwards. Yeah. I will right now stop in 10%, and and I will go lunch. So I think I will be right back. This is a standalone fantasy, which already makes it stand out in a genre full of endless series. And honestly, that alone might be enough reason for some of you to pick it up. But this was a really hard book for me to process. When I finished We Become Darkness, I didn't even know how I felt. I had to sit with it for a while, because even though some scenes hit hard, the story feels very self-contained. Like, everything begins and ends so quickly that you don't fully observe it right away. I did enjoy parts of it. I was immersed at times, but there were also several things that really pulled me out of the story. The biggest issue? The main character, Talia. I found her extremely immature, and her refusal to face the truth about Cassius became frustrating to the point where I almost DNF'd the book. And if you don't connect with the protagonist, it's really hard to stay invested. What didn't work for me was the political atmosphere, especially in the first half. That was probably the strongest aspect of the book. But even that loses impact because of constant miscommunication between characters, which ends up holding the story back from reaching its full potential. The world building starts off intriguing and unique, but it becomes inconsistent. Some things are over-explained through dialogue, while others are barely developed. It had so much potential, but it never fully delivers. Now, surprisingly, the romance was one of the highlights, even though it leans heavily on past story and nostalgia. I actually believed in the connection between Talia and Cassius, and I found myself rooting for them. I just wish we had seen more development in the present timeline. The pacing is also all over the place, jumping between action and stagnation without much balance. And there is one particular scene that really threw me off. It felt completely out of place, uncomfortable, and even raised questions about consent, which made the reading experience worse for me. And then, the ending. It's rushed, chaotic, and the twists just weren't enough to save the story. I really wanted to love this book, but it just didn't work for me. That said, this is the author's debut, and I do see potential. I would definitely be curious to read what she writes next. I finished We Become Darkness. And honestly, I still don't know what rating to give it. I still don't know what to talk about it. I need to think. So I think I need time to absorb and think about what to write to my review on NetGalley, so I will talk about it later. I also don't remember if I mentioned it, but I gave Firepower 3 stars and I enjoyed reading it, but I felt like it lacked a bit of development in the fantasy world, but I always think the same in almost every book that don't develop the universe as much. So maybe the problem is me. Right now I just took a break of reading to watch some videos on booktube because I am so late with my subscriptions, especially my favorite channels from my favorite booktubers. These are the ones with the most videos that I absolutely want to watch, and I am way behind on them. My other account, the author one, the one that I speak Portuguese all the time, I follow them non-stop. Amy, Laura, Becca, and Carrie especially. And these are the videos I watch the moment they come out, and I know more or less what time they usually post, so I watch them most exactly, and at the same time they are published. But as I mentioned before, I got sick, and that disrupted not only my work but my whole life, and since December, I haven't been able to do anything properly. So I only read a book again on March. So I am way behind on everything. And that's why I haven't seen a single video from Amy, Laura, Becca, and Carrie since December. But I hope to catch up on all of them next week. Seriously, must be about 70 videos that I didn't see, and the videos are with enough content for several days of continuous watching. But I am really looking forward to it. I just need to... only thing that I need is time. So maybe someday I will do a video about the situation and a video with me seeing those videos. So yeah. But now I have to think about the other book that I will read. But maybe I'm going to sleep now. I don't know. I see you guys later. If she kisses him, he dies. Literally. A book that shows how to masterfully use fantasy, romance, and humor. I love how fantasy books manage to embrace romantic comedy in such a sensational way. My favorite genre after fantasy is romantic comedy. So I'm always looking for opportunities to see the two together, and Two Hexes to Handle delivered exactly that. From the first page, I was engrossed. And it didn't take long to start lauding at the lines. Two Hexes to Handle is a book with a very witty character who, despite everything that happens in her life, chooses to see the good side of things and people. I like that about Daisy. She's trying to keep her in running, but she's seriously in debt. I identified it with that too. Her gardener, Austin, yes, Austin and not Austin, is her opposite. And I be grumpy, but he has his reasons. And what I can say is that although you clearly know from the beginning that the two have great chemistry, the book already lets you know that Daisy has been cursed and therefore cannot kiss anyone. Anyone she kisses will die. I think you can already imagine the level of drama, but as I said before, it's a very fun book and I had a great time reading it. Cursed Crowns is the sequel to Twin Crowns, so anything I say will be a spoiler. But I can tell you how much I love the author's writing and how easily this universe captivates me. I'm reading it as an audiobook, so the experience is even more magical. I think what captivates me most in these books, besides the magical universe, is how easy it is to distinguish the twins in the narration and even in the scenes, because they manage to create truly unique characters. And I always wonder what will happen next, since they have such different worldviews from each other. And 24 hours later, we are done. 4 books, actually 3.5, because I didn't finish the audiobook, Cursed Crowns. But that's it. 24 hours, 3.5 book, and I think I will later talk about the last book, but in this video, that's it. And thank you for seeing this video. Thank you for subscribing on my channel. And I think I will see you later on the next video, I hope. So I see you in the next time.